Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're new to the channel, my name's Tim. This is Vehicle Evolution, and just like I said in the last video, today's video is going to be about the radio, the tablet install, that whole setup. And one of my most common questions that I get asked about is, do my switches still work on my steering wheel? And the short answer is no, they don't. And it's always bugged me. It's actually bugged me more than the air conditioning not working, which that doesn't really... Let me rephrase that. The air conditioning works fine. I don't get a display showing me where the vents are pointed, which really doesn't bother me. But the switches on the steering wheel for the radio control have actually bothered me. I tried the Metro Access interface to make the switches work, and it was total junk. It sort of worked some of the time, not really. Yeah, it's just total junk. So I've been looking around, and I finally found several people, several of you, who actually say that this guy is the way to go. So this is the Maestro steering wheel interface switch, and we're going to put it in today and see how it works. Everything I've read about it says it works great. That's flawless. It is windy out here, so hopefully the audio isn't too crappy. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. Splitter is so sick. One of the hands down best things that I've done for the car. That front splitter just totally makes the front end of the car look more aggressive. I've had a few of you say something about the grill guard in there, that I should do something different there, and I'm working on something. I haven't quite decided exactly what I'm doing, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be cool. And yeah, that whole front area with the grill is going to change hopefully here soon. With all of this stuff going on in the world right now, it's hard to get stuff shipped relatively quickly, and that is, I totally understand that. And so it's just going to take a little bit of time for all that to happen. But like I was saying before in the last video, when I did that, I actually added these, which are the little winglets right behind the front wheels. And yeah, I'm not sure that it's hard to tell on screen here if that's really coming through, but it just helps complete the side look of the car. And yeah, just perfect. So wheels, yeah, we're working on that. So let's get into this video, and I'll show you how the switch works, how it installs. I've never installed one, so I'm just going to be following the directions, but we'll go through step by step on it, and I'll show you how it hooks into at least the Pioneer radio that I'm using, and hopefully it all works. So we'll find out together. Alright guys, so this is pretty much the switch, just a little box here. There's a QR code on the back that takes you to the website that you can download the software to flash the box with based on your radio and your car. So that's the box. That's the wiring harness that comes with it that will attach right into the radio wiring harness. And this is the little cable that will attach to the steering wheel interface port that's on the back of the radio. And on the back of the radio, I pulled mine out here. It is actually this port right there, so this pops in there, and then the blue part right here just connects into the box. And it should be as simple as flashing the box and hooking it all up and running with it. So I'm going to go through flashing it and show you how that works. It's pretty simple, and then we'll get this thing installed. So on the side of the box is a USB port right there. We're going to take our cable and plug it in there. Computer wakes up, and then we're just going to click on Flash the Maestro. So once this is open, we're going to hit Flash by Vehicle. You need to select the year of your car. Mine's a 2014, and naturally the make of the car is a Hyundai. So over here somewhere, right over there, it's Hyundai. And we're going to select the Genesis Coupe. You only get one option there, and that's without amplifier, so you select that. And then you're going to pick your steering wheel control. The one on the left is for BK2, one on the right is for BK1. So we're going to pick the BK2. And we got to select our radio, which is a Pioneer. Ours is an AVH-2400NEX. So it'll come up here with pictures. We're going to find ours and select that right there. And we get one option for the firmware. Select that. And it's just steering wheel controls. That's already on. We don't have the option for anything else. We hit continue. And here we're going to have all of our button controls. So we're going to leave this as a default so that everything is set up the way it is for the factory setup. So you do have the option to make a secondary function for each button. So if you want to hold a button down, you can give it another function. I don't need that, didn't want it. As long as I just have the regular factory functions, I can, but that's up to you. And then on the right, we've got our phone selection for hanging up and answering. Select that and hit continue. And it's just giving us a review of what we have. Everything looked good. You hit flash. And it's going to take a minute, actually less than a minute, for it to flash the unit. And then it shows you a flash was completed with success. Also gives you a wallet card and an install guide. The wallet card is pretty much just information on the unit, and then a install guide allows you to see how to wire it. Alright guys, so this is what your harness should look like. This is the regular harness that we had wired into the Pioneer radio from before. The only add-in that we have is we have this part from the Maestro switch, and the only wires that we're wiring directly into this harness are going to be the red wire and the black wire. And it's pretty simple. The red wire goes to the red wire from the power connector, and the black wire goes to the black wire. That's your ground. Now we're going to take these other two wires for this specific radio and this specific car. We've got the black and white wire from the Maestro harness, and we have the purple and pink wire also from the Maestro harness. Now these are going directly into the wiring harness that's in the car itself. These do not get wired into this harness. Believe me, I tried it. It doesn't work. So what you're looking at on this harness is you're looking at pin 4 and pin 17. Pin 4 is on the top and it is a brown wire. Hopefully you can see that. Pin 17 is on the bottom and it is a black and orange wire. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect the purple and pink wire into that brown wire, and then the black and white wire is going to go into that black wire. And once we have all that done, the main Maestro harness goes into here, and then the blue connector from the Maestro harness for the other side goes into there. That will plug into the 3.5-inch adapter for the switch controls that are on the back of the head unit. So, and it should all work. Cross our fingers. Okay guys, so everything is back together. We are all set up. If all works well, I'll get volume control here. We'll be able to change modes here. We'll be able to switch between songs here. The phone call stuff should all work, but let's hit play and make sure this is working. Got music. Adjusting the volume. That all works. We can change songs. We can go back. Awesome. And back up. We can change our mode just by hitting the mode button here. So we have full steering wheel control back, which is awesome. And we can scroll it all the way down so we don't get hit for copyright infringement. But yeah, it works, and about 50 bucks is what this costs. So definitely worth it. Alright guys, so that's the install of the Maestro SW module. It made it so that my steering wheel controls work again. That is probably one of the biggest questions I've gotten about the tablet and radio install, was whether the steering wheel controls work, and now they do. So if you've done the mod, get this switch. I'll put a link in the description below, and you'll be good to go. So just a couple quick things about the install before I let you all go. Just keep in mind, make sure you follow the instructions to a T. Make sure that you're wiring it exactly the way it says to wire it. If you have any questions, certainly drop a comment below or hit me up at vehicles.evolution@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to try to help you as best I can. It may take me a little bit of time to get back to you, but I will definitely try to get back to you. Couple things that are very important: make sure your power wires are connected properly, and make sure that your wires that actually run the switch, which is that black wire, and the what is it, a green and orange wire that's right above the black wire, that those things do not get plugged in directly to the harness itself that goes to the radio. It actually has to be plugged into the wires that are on the car side of the harness. So that's very important, otherwise it won't work right. And you can't have those wires connected into your harness anywhere else. They've got to be by themselves. So that's about it. If you like this video, please smash the like button. Consider subscribing. There's some pretty cool stuff. I've actually got wheels coming. Yep, I finally did it. After a couple years of listening to everybody gripe to me about my stock wheels, we got some new wheels coming. They're going to take a little bit of time because of all the mess that's going on in the world right now, but hopefully they come out soon, and I think you guys are going to love them. In the meantime, if you need wheels, if you need suspension stuff, check out my friends at Fitment Industries. A link is in the description below. Make sure you tell them that Vehicle Evolution sent you, and yeah, until next time, that's all for me for now, guys. Take it easy.